Wanted to talk about this thing called fear. I know we've all, at one point, have experienced fear, maybe even going through fear, timidity, and I don't know why that was. Well, I know exactly why I want to talk about this subject because I was actually talking to my stepdaughter last night about fear. She was having these um, thoughts of fear. And of course, I had to ask her, okay, what are you listening to? Because usually, how do we get fear? Fear is a spirit, first of all. It says in the Bible, fear is a spirit. But God did not give us the spirit of fear, but of love, power, and a sound mind. Some versions say self control. But I like sound mind because sound mind, when I think of sound mind, peace. And to come to a conclusion of why she was having these fears is because she was watching scary movies. Here we monitor her, what she listens to and watches. So here she doesn't watch those type of movies. We don't watch those type of movies. So we told her, well, stop watching those movies. And shout out to my stepdaughter. She's a camera woman this morning. So she knows what I'm talking about, right? But that's what it is. Fear is a spirit that has been, how do I say it? You give permission to that spirit when you listen to demonic music, when you watch horror films, demonic films. You open up those doors for that spirit of fear to come into you. So I told her, well, you know what? You're going to have to stop watching those movies. Even though it might be family night and you have to watch whatever they watch, maybe don't pay attention to the movie. Maybe take a book with you while y'all sit down. And if I sound a little funny, guys, I apologize. I'm just getting over this cold. This is probably one of the worst head colds I've ever had, ever. Usually, I could kind of go through a head cold pretty easy. But I don't know, these couple of days, I actually had to get in bed for a minute. That's how bad it was. Had a really bad migraine. Cold, I could kind of go, muscle through it, if you will. But so that's what fear is. Fear is a spirit. Matter of fact, I had we usually have couples come over from church and we'll host them and we'll treat them to dinner and whatnot. And this one couple, after dinner, we were kind of chit chatting with them, and my wife and his wife, they were, I think, showing the kids room and whatnot. So me and this other gentleman, we were here in the kitchen, and we were just kind of talking and just kind of talking about life and whatnot. He's a business owner. He has his own pool cleaning company, and we're talking about that. And it was actually getting really bad outside as far as weather-wise. Uh, it just started to rain, and it was raining really hard. There was hail. And he was telling me that he actually is afraid of the weather. Now, we're all grown men. This is the first time I've ever heard somebody that was afraid of rain or just bad weather in general.
Dad?
Uh-huh.
I think that it is.
Let me see. Oh, no, I think it's just sleeping. So he was afraid of just bad weather. We started to get a little bit of hail, but it was pouring really hard. And every time it thundered, he would freak out. Like I could see the sheer panic in his eyes as it was starting to pour harder and harder and harder. And of course, he was ready to go home. He had told his wife, "Hey, I'm ready when you're ready." And of course, my wife likes to chit chat a lot. So they kept on chit chatting, and you could just tell that he was ready. He was ready to go. And we were talking about fear, the spirit of fear too, which was ironic. I told him, you know what? Because I had told him my experience when I had a phobia of snakes, and I actually got rid of that phobia in my late 30s. And as we were talking about that, he was just freaking out. Every time it would thunder, he'd look around and he'd like kind of, he was doing this, like he was standing here, and he was kind of like doing this, like he was looking for something. And as we were talking, I heard this bang. And of course, it was one of the cabinet doors. It opened up and shut by itself. Never have I ever experienced a supernatural thing like that happen. I already knew in my mind, my spirit, what it was. It was a spirit of fear. That's exactly what it was. So I started rebuking, and I casted that spirit of fear out. And, you know, that was that. I guess what my point is, the spirit of fear is a real thing. The spirit of fear is a thing. It can manifest in your home. It can manifest in your life. It will keep you from being productive. It will keep you from being blessed. It will keep you from serving your purpose in life. It will keep you from moving forward and leveling up in your life. Fear will do that. Fear will do the opposite and bring you down. So what's the opposite of fear? How do you combat fear? Well, you basically, if it's a spirit, it says God did not give us a spirit of fear, but a power, love, and a sound mind. The opposite of fear is faith. You got to have faith in the Lord Jesus Christ, that he is in you, that he is protecting you. You got to have that faith, because if you don't have faith, then you're going to fear. But also you got to call out that fear, whatever that fear is in your life. And if you know what's really going on, if your fear is because you listen to music, if you listen to music that's demonic, I don't care what it is, rap, rock, metal, country, if it doesn't glorify God and it's talking about stuff that's negative, it's fear. It's fear. Especially Taylor Swift. Taylor Swift is demonic, don't it, right? Excuse me, guys. So watch what you listen, watch what you see. If you're this type of person that likes to watch, I'm gonna try to flip this, horror movies, you need to stop. You want to get this? Let's see if we can get a successful flip right here. There we go. We got it. We got it.
You doing good, Daddy?
We got it.
Yeah.
So let me get a plate. Um, that's gonna be, if I could give you a prescription, if I was a doctor and I was gonna prescribe something, prayer, of course. You can never go wrong with prayer. Resist the devil and he should flee, he shall flee, he will flee. Resist the devil, resist the temptation, and you will have success, but have faith. Have faith. And stop watching that crap too. Stop watching stuff that you know is bad for your mind. Stop watching and listening to stuff. So I don't know, I just wanted to share that little point there with about fear. It was just something that I felt I needed to talk to you guys about. And also, I'm going to talk to parents. I'm going to talk to men, especially. Stop provoking children to watch these things and listen to music and movies that have fear. We as adults need to stop watching horror films too, especially when we're trying to watch it as a family and you're introducing that fear, that spirit of fear to your children. I mean, you're going to have a lot of issues. You're going to have a lot of problems with your kids. You're going to wonder why they have nightmares, why, they're crying at night, why they seeing these things, and then you see things in your house manifest. It's bad. Pray over your children. Pray over your home. If you need any prayer, please let me know in the comments. I will pray for you, and those prayer words that are watching will pray for you as well. Love you guys. Stay in the faith. Love you. We'll see you on the next video. Peace out.